Hello friends, welcome to Testing Shala YouTube channel. So in this video, I will be discussing on a topic. Let's say if your organization wanted to give an outsource, you wanted to outsource your work to some other company. Normally it happens if your organization is bigger organization and you cannot do everything on your own, right? Normally that is the time we rely on the third party people where we are going to offload some of the work which is non-critical to the other company. So that process is called as a outsourcing. Let's say a company which is there in America and they wanted to outsource their work to the cheapest countries. Let's say the cheapest countries in Asia is Philippines, India, China, right? Some of the places we find the cheaper labor and we have a talented pool as well. We have a big group of talented people in India. That's how the outsourcing happens from the high cost countries to the low cost countries. So whenever we are trying to outsource, especially whenever we are trying to outsource the testing work, so what are the factors you should consider? What are the factors you should consider when you are trying to outsource? That is, I am going to discuss in this video. I am going to discuss about 9 tips which you should take care when you are trying to outsource your work to another organization. So let us clearly understand what are those 9 important tips. So before get to know those 9 tips, if you guys are not subscribed to Testing Shala YouTube channel till now, then please click on subscribe and bell icon so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. So let us go and understand which are those 9 tips. The first tip is whenever we are trying to outsource, you should just not consider only the cost factor. So if you are just thinking about cost factor, that is not going to solve your problem. So that is the first tip. When someone is trying to quote, like I can get it done in $5, I can get it done in $2 per hour. You should not just blindly go with the what is the chargeable or what is the cost involved in getting that services. You should always think in a different perspective as well. That's why the first tip is you should not just consider only the cost is the factor when you are trying to outsource the work to the some other company. This is the number one tip. The second tip is whenever you are trying to outsource to the other organization, you should always check whether they really have a good domain expertise in that organization, whether that organization is really having so many profiles or so many resources who are excellent in that domain. So that is also you should consider. If they're not able to get 2 or 3 people in that area, then you can imagine what kind of services they will be providing to you. Hence, you should always consider whenever you are trying to outsource, you should consider what kind of expertise they are bringing, what kind of expertise or resources they are having. You should check before you are outsourcing your work to the other organization. Third tip you should consider is whether you wanted to go for staff augmentation or you wanted to go for a managed services. So staff augmentation means here how it works is you just ask for a number of resources. Let's say if you ask for 2 resources, the company will be given 2 resources to you. Like whatever the countries from India, they will just hand over the 2 resources to the US company and their job is done. Now US company has to take care of handling those 2 resources and also to get the work done from those 2 resources. That is the job of the US company itself. But managed services means here you will be just not asking the number of resources, you will also be ensuring that the company which you are outsourcing, they are the complete responsibility in complete delivering as well. Because if you ask them if you go and ask them, you will be required 10 resources. It is not just 10 resources they are going to give it to you. You will also be getting complete package, right? Someone will be handling to take care of those 10 resources, and complete delivery is also be owned by the company which you are going to outsource. So that is a managed services. So hence you should also be comparing yourself whether you would like to go for a staff augmentation or a managed services. Then fourth tip whenever you are trying to outsource to the other organization here is you should always consider what are the best practices the other company can bring in, right? What are the policies, procedures, frameworks which can be reused for your project by that company. You should also consider all those thing aspects, whether they are really having a good practices or they already delivered similar kind of projects earlier. All those things you should consider when you are trying to outsource your work to the some other companies. Then fifth tip here is you should always look on what is the culture of the people. Let's say if you are outsourcing to the work to the Indian community, normally Indian community people are working very hard and always loyal, right? They are very takes the work full responsibly and they will try to deliver from the Indian people. So similarly, every country is having its culture. There is always cultural gap is there. Some countries like US, let's say even Germany, or you talk about any European countries in that matter, they just work for 8 hours, 9 hours, and they won't be working anything more than that. No, they only work actually for 8 hours and they will move on. But in India, even people work for 12 hours, 14 hours, and they won't be asking for extra pay as well, right? Hence, there are lot of cultural gaps also will be there from one country to another country. Hence, whenever you are trying to outsource your work to the third country, then you should always consider these gaps as well to see what would be the impact for you. And if you do not know clearly the what is the cultural gap, then your outsourcing will fail. And the sixth important tip here is whenever you are trying to outsource, let's say your team sitting in US, your team is completely operating in agile. Your team is completely working on agile development model. So in case you wanted to outsource, in case if you wanted to outsource the testing work to the Indian company, now, the Indian company and its resources should know about complete agile development methodologies, and they should also have exposure in delivering similar kind of projects. That company is really going to bring all those best practices. Is that company resources or organization they are well versed in delivering the projects using agile methodologies. That is also you should look into it. Whenever you are trying to give, when outsourcing your work to the different country, you should always look for references. Is this company is already delivered to any other clients? So what is the feedback? What is the feedback about this company? Whether resources are really good? What kind of references can be given by the other company about this company? All those feedbacks you should take and as well as the references. Then only you should give the outsourcing project to that company. Otherwise, you should not. And then the eighth tip you should also look into here is the mixture of onshore and offshore mix. Normally, any companies which is going for outsourcing, normally it will be around range of 80 to 20, means 80 offshore resources, 20 onshore resources in the beginning. Then gradually they will move into 90 offshore, then 10 onshore, then 95 offshore and 5% onshore. This is a mix of resources. Normally, it would involve whenever you are trying to outsource your work, because why we are looking onshore and offshore mix here is because of the cost factor. If you're trying to keep more resources at onshore, then you will be end up paying lot of money because the billable rates would be very high for the onshore resources. Hence, you should always keep in mind that you should always keep the right mix of both onshore and offshore resources so that you are effectively you can get the right mix up the resources and right talent, and you can get the delivery in a right time, right fraction with the right cost for your outsourcing work. The ninth tip which you should also look here is how is the outsourcing company is really working. Let's say Indian company, someone has to outsource from USA to one of the Indian company. They should also look for how is that how is that Indian company is really bringing a validation. How is that Indian company really bringing a innovation when they're trying to deliver the work to the client? That is also you should look. Is there any examples is there? How is the fast performance? How has this company has delivered differently for the different opportunities? All those things you should check whenever you're trying to outsource your work to the some other company. I am hoping now at least I have given in this video about 9 tips you should keep in mind whenever you are outsourcing your work to the third country or third company where they will be delivering that work to you on staff augmentation or a managed services. I am hoping this video was very useful for you. If you really like this video, then please click on like button, and if you guys have not subscribed to Testing Shala YouTube channel till now, then please click on subscribe and bell icon so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as in when we publish our new videos. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Take care.